A deep geopolitical breakdown of today's strategic movements between China, Europe, Russia, and the UK. Who is reshaping the global balance? Good evening. Tonight, the balance of global power appears to be shifting again. From Beijing to Moscow. From Rome to London. Strategic conversations, military deployments, and diplomatic recalibrations are redefining the international order. China speaks to both Washington and Moscow. Italy calls for dialogue. Britain moves warships north. And Russia remains at the center of Europe's security debate. Let's break it down. Not an alliance, not a confrontation, but positioning. In Beijing, President Xi Jinping is positioning China carefully between global powers. Recent same-day diplomatic conversations with Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump signal something larger than routine diplomacy. China is reinforcing its strategic ties with Russia, particularly in energy cooperation, while maintaining direct communication with Washington. This reflects Beijing's long-term objective, a multipolar world, not dominance by one power, but influence distributed among several global centers. China frames its cooperation with Moscow as a stabilizing force, a partnership promoting sovereignty, economic security, and global balance. The message from Beijing is clear. China intends to shape the rules of the next world order. In Europe, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni is attempting something delicate: balance. Balancing loyalty to the Atlantic Alliance with Europe's growing calls for strategic autonomy. Rome has signaled openness, alongside France, to re-engage directly with Moscow in shaping future European security arrangements. This is controversial. Some European leaders argue that premature dialogue with Putin could weaken the EU's collective leverage. But others believe that diplomacy, even difficult diplomacy, is necessary to prevent long-term instability. Italy is positioning itself as a bridge, not a divider. In London, Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has adopted a firmer security tone. The United Kingdom has announced the deployment of naval assets, including a carrier strike group, to the Arctic in coordination with NATO allies. The message is strategic. Europe must be capable of defending itself. This move reflects broader concerns over Russian military posture and signals that Britain is prepared to play a leading security role, even amid uncertainty about future U.S. foreign policy direction. As the war in Ukraine enters another year, Vladimir Putin remains central to Europe's security equation. European leaders are divided. Should dialogue resume directly with Moscow? Or should pressure remain unified and uncompromising? NATO deployments in northern regions, increased readiness exercises, and heightened rhetoric reflect a continent adjusting to prolonged tension. The war is no longer only regional. It is redefining the architecture of European defense. The world is not returning to the past. It is reorganizing. China consolidates influence. Europe debates its path. Britain projects strength. Russia remains defiant. And the United States watches and acts from a recalibrated position. The question is no longer where the global power is shifting. The question is, who will define the rules of the new era?